Hey ladies, we are back for our second daily tip today. So yesterday we were talking all about we have to get started. You want something to shift, you want to change something about your life, about your health. The most important thing is to start. So you had the option of 5 different places to start from that weight releasing guidebook and choosing which one was the right place for you to start, something that you were committing to doing every day this week leading up to our workshop together to give your body that chance to feel what it's like to do some of these things and to actually be able to adjust positively because of them. So today we're back with the second tip, and today I want to talk about renewal. Now, this is a topic that I really dive into very deeply with my year-long clients. It's a really important concept. So in this very short video, we're just going to kind of scratch the surface, but it is such an important concept. It's such an important topic that I want to make sure you are paying attention to it. Why renewal? All right, so how many of you have ever had the experience where you walk into the kitchen and you're just, it's been a day. You open the fridge or the cupboard, you're looking for something to eat, and there's maybe a little voice that says, don't choose that. That's not healthy, or it's on the avoid list, or you're not supposed to eat that. And you kind of have this reaction and you just want to say, you know what? To heck with all that. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to tell me what I can eat. You're not going to tell me what I can't eat. I'm going to eat what I want because life is too short and I'm just going to enjoy it. And right? How many of you have had that experience? And so you reach for the chips or the cookies or the ice cream or whatever it is, because in that moment, you just don't care. And then maybe later on, you're going, why did I choose that? I wish I hadn't. You start to feel guilty. You feel like, oh, I failed again. Now I have to start all over again, right? And we beat ourselves up about it because, well, yeah, that maybe tasted really good in that moment. It's not actually what we really wanted, or we're disappointed with ourselves. So that moment of rebellion comes from a lack of being renewed. It comes from the weight that we have been carrying around becoming too much, right? We have responsibility everywhere in all parts of our lives, with our children, our parents, right? Caretakers, at work, doing chores, going grocery shopping, taking care of the schedule for everybody. I mean, it is endless. The responsibility that we carry around on a day-to-day basis is endless. So when it comes to our health, if we are weighed down by all that responsibility, guess what? You no longer want to take responsibility for your health. You want to say, F it, too bad, I'm doing what I want to do. You can't tell me anymore what to do, because we feel like we're hanging on to all the other responsibility. We have to power through, and we're not allowing ourselves to be renewed anywhere. So this is why renewal is so important. When we are renewed, when we are doing daily renewal for ourselves, guess how that conversation now gets to go? Standing in front of the fridge, reaching for something to eat, instead of feeling like you can't tell me what to do. This is just one more thing I have to deal with, and I can't deal with one more thing. Instead of feeling that way, we get to stand in front of the fridge and think to ourselves, I get to nourish myself today. How amazing is that? I get to choose me. This is phenomenal. So many people don't have that option. And I get to choose to nourish myself, to help myself feel amazing because I'm worth it. That is what a renewed person gets to feel like when they stand in front of the fridge and choose the thing that's going to be best for them in that moment. So that's my invitation to you guys today, is to think of how can I renew myself? Small moments of renewal every day, so that when I'm faced with that opportunity to either say yes to myself and feel amazing about it, or feel like it's one more thing that I have to do, you can choose the first. You can choose to feel amazing about it because you are renewed. It gets to be an exciting opportunity to take care of yourself further instead of another chore. So, where does renewal come from? Renewal can come from all sorts of different places. This is the beauty about being renewed. Renewed does not have to be a complicated thing. It does not have to take a lot of time. It's not about pampering yourself at a spa for the weekend, although that feels great. That is a different kind of renewal. The daily renewal that I'm talking about comes primarily from three different places. It comes from true happiness. You can break happiness down into, I would say, enjoyment, not pleasure, but enjoyment, enjoying the little things in life, satisfaction with being satisfied with what we already have, not with what we want, and meaning. What is our purpose? Why am I here? What drives me? What am I willing to die for? Those are all really good questions to ask. And those three things together kind of come together for what we call this true happiness. Second place it comes from is from what I call useless moments, which I love. I love useless moments. Not they're good, but they're useless. They're not giving you anything. Sitting outside with your cup of tea in the morning and listening to the birds chirp. That is a perfect example of a useless moment. Standing in line at the grocery store, not having your phone out and people watching. That is another useless moment. But in these useless moments, we allow our brain to actually become rejuvenated. We tap into the creative centers. We become better problem solvers. We actually experience greater productivity later on. So these useless moments are actually really powerful. And the more you can kind of accumulate them throughout the day, they can just be a minute or two here and there. But the more you can accumulate them, the better. And then the last area is love. This really deep, meaningful love. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but that's a great place to start if you have a romantic relationship. But you can think to yourself, and I love this question, who are the 5 people in my life that I could call at 2:00 in the morning to bail me out of jail? Who are those people? Those are the people that you can cultivate that really deep relationship with, that loving relationship. It's more than just being close friends. It's more than someone who you haven't talked to for a while and you pick up the phone and it's like time never passed. Those are great relationships as well, but this is a little bit deeper. These are the people that you actually want to cultivate, you want to talk to on a regular basis, because they will bail you out of jail, no questions asked, at 2:00 in the morning. So if you're looking for places for renewal, this is where I'm going to encourage you to look. Look to in your area of happiness. What might be lacking there? Look, do you take useless moments throughout the day? How can you adopt in some more? And look at love in your life. Who are those relationships and what can you do? What is a step that you can take right now to cultivate one a little more deeply? So your task for today, your invitation for today, is to look at renewal as a large picture. How can you bring more daily renewal into your life? These quick, short moments that can help you renew so that you can help turn around that little conversation that can happen in your head when you are debating whether or not you want to take care of yourself or if you want to let it go, right? And post, what is the place of renewal that you are choosing to look at a little more deeply? How are you going to renew yourself today? And just let us know, how are you going to renew yourself today? What is that going to look like? What does your daily renewal look like? All right, we will be back again for tip number 3 tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you then. Mwah. Oh, and don't forget, make sure you post. You can be in running for the next prize. Awesome. Mwah.